Alright, so welcome to weekly update number 30. Yay! It only took way too many years to actually get round to making number 30, and I feel like last week was more so like a kind of welcome back thing in a way. But this one, I actually have some stuff that I did this week that is kind of worth talking about, which I thought would be kind of fun. So, I've kind of spent the whole day cleaning, so I've got the Hoover in here and stuff. I've just been busy kind of doing that. And by the way, you will see figures like these ones that have been knocked off that set has been a bit jolted. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I've been doing a lot of sorting stuff, I've been streaming and whatnot, but this week I've been very busy. I've wrapped up filming on the 10th anniversary special for the main channel. All the filming for that has been completed, so really it's just a course of editing. And I've got a while to do that. It was mainly getting the main bits filmed that I was worried about. I just wanted to make sure that it was all done and finished and squared away so we could move on to the other parts of the project. Yeah, one second, I'll get a drink here. Throat's a bit sore because I did do a 5-hour live stream today as well. Because we did some building, but before we get into that, yeah, so I've been editing on CapCut, which is something I'm getting used to using editing software. Because you'll know if you've watched this account or my main account, I've never been like the biggest guy into editing. Like, I'll do a review of like, yeah, so here's the minifigures, and then show the figure, show the like. But I'm changing up how I do things. I got quite a few ideas on how I'm gonna want to edit videos going forward. But it was really fun to get, that 10th anniversary video is gonna have like the most special video I'll ever make. So it has to be done right. It has to be perfect. So that's kind of why I actually paid for editing software, which is something that I surprised myself by doing. But yeah, we finally got everything kind of sorted out. Everything is going well the way it should be doing. One really cool thing happened this week. So I got a whole bunch of these ARF troopers in, right? As you can see, there's about 7 of them there, and it's all the standard kind of 2011 ones. Well, that's because I finally managed to hit 500 clones, and I've already went over that. But I'll explain that one. So that was the goal for this year's Clone Army. I was actually planning to do a live stream this week, right, where I set all the clones up on the base plates, go on the base plates there, get it all ready, get it all going good, and one main problem decided to happen. I did the maths on what can happen with base plates. So if I take this base plate like so, and yeah, this one has sat under our bed for a while, so it needs a bit of a cleaning, but I can fit 192 clones on a single base plate. Both base plates that I have, that's 384 clones, so I'm actually going to have to get another base plate. And so that's going to be fun. But yeah, some other things that happened this week, I'll show you some of the things that came in. And you probably guessed because you already saw some of the boxes. Let's get up here. So you can see I've got a whole new section added to the shelving. And this is, excuse me, this is the LEGO themed Pharaoh's Quest. And I've got 4 of the sets sitting here. Got that small one with the Scarab. It's called Scarab Attack. We've got Golden Staff Guardians, Flying Mummy Attack, and the Cursed Cobra statue, which I built on stream today. And this is part of a project I've actually filmed for the main channel. 3 of the reviews that are here. Cursed Cobra statue I've not filmed a review for, and can we just admire this wonderful piece they've got in the back that clips in. That is cool. That's not something you see all too often. But reviews for this, my plan is with the main channel, is 1 video a month is based on this theme. And that'll run for about 9 months because that's how many sets there is. I managed to get 4 of the sets so far. I'm actually looking at getting one of the next one, which would be it's called Rise of the Sphinx, which will be pretty good when that comes in. I'm probably going to have to do some organising with the Ninjago sets, but you may have seen I started a series on here this week called, about the organising. Speaking of things that I've bought, today we've finally added another Republic ship, and they do look cool together up here. So that one at the back, of course, is the one from 2000. Is the one from 2005, as you can see. This one here, I'm going to lift it down because this one has a bit more sturdy construction. It's not my favourite looking one, but it's got more sturdy construction. This is the 2025 ARC 170, and this is not too bad a build. I mean, it's actually built more solid. It's not as good looking, but it has, it doesn't use rubber band technology, which I suppose is a good thing. As much as I love old LEGO Star Wars, I'll admit some newer sets are built are better structurally, but the old sets have got it in terms of size and look. But yeah, I'm just going to position that a bit better. But yeah, it's pretty cool theme this. Just show you guys. So those will be some of the first reviews that actually have some editing in them. I'm still figuring out what I want to do that. Things like formats, all need to figure out. But again, 3 of them have been filmed. It's really just a case of editing. And yeah, the Dooku solar sailors came in since the last week, which is great because that might, by the way, it's a really big sizable set. I don't want to pick it up like that. You have to put your hand here to pick it up. See, this is one I did have back when it came out, but I didn't realise how big this one actually was, like, because I hadn't seen or held one for years. This is a really sizable model. Unless you own this set or have seen it in person, you won't understand how, like, decently sized this one is in person. It's nuts. Of course, you got a little speeder there with Dooku in this one. And that meant I think we're now 10 or 11 or 12 figures away from finishing. We've got the Magna Guard up there in 2008. And come down here to 2009, we have the skeleton foot. Which, that's what that uses, a head, a skeleton foot on the droid. But really, that's all we've got to talk about this week. I'm currently, all those LEGO Star Wars sets dropped. So, like, the May ones. So, here's kind of what I'm thinking. I might make a video on here or on the main channel talking about that. Like, which ones I would and wouldn't buy, like, that I'm personally thinking. 1 second. But the one I'm obviously going to buy is Jango Fett Slave 1. It's a cool ship. It'll be kind of cool to compare it, because this is the original one from 2002. Yeah, some modern versions fell down over there. Like I said at the start of this, you'll see figures everywhere that have fallen down. You have to go through and sort that out. But, yeah. Still on more productive weeks. In the next week, there'll be a main video. It'll be on the TikTok, and I'll be setting up the clone army to get all that sorted. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you later on.